This is a 90-second EDH deck tech for Saheeli the Sun's Brilliance. Saheeli reads, blue, red, and tap. Create a token that's a copy of another creature or artifact you control, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. It gains haste. Sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step. So we're hitting the rewind button here and going back to Ixalan with a little Saheeli artifact clones token thing. I played a version of this deck that my good friend Benji the Brewer cooked up, and it really got my gears turning, so I went into the lab and I cooked this little number up. The strategy here is to play some sweet value creatures and copy them as much as we can, maybe turn them into artifacts. Then we can use big creatures like Kappa Cannoneer to close out the game, or make all our creatures into Gutter Snipe and then just play a few spells. Here's a few creatures we're going to want to make copies of. First off, we have Brash Taunter. Mix that with a Blasphemous Act, and if there's multiple Brash Taunters out, the game's pretty much over. Next up is Mysterious Stranger. Getting to cast instants and sorceries from your opponent's graveyards for free is basically everything I want to do in Magic. It's my favorite thing. Combustible Gearhulk seems to be a no-brainer. We're going to get cards or people are going to take tons of damage. It's really a win-win for us. We're obviously going to be playing Gutter Snipe. We're playing a lot of instants and sorceries in this build, so if we can flood the board with tokens, then change all of them into Gutter Snipes, that's GG. Lastly, we have Kappa Cannoneer. If we can make multiple copies of this and then create a bunch of artifact creature tokens, we can swing in for a bunch of damage and close the game. So, how are we going to make all these clones and tokens? First, we have Brutaclad Telcorn Engineer. He goes great with Kappa Cannoneer. Thorian, Hero of Lava Brink, is pretty good at making multiple copies of a creature. Clone Legion to copy your stuff or your opponent's stuff. And one that Benji recommended, Nanogene Conversion. Because what's better than one Gutter Snipe? Maybe 25. If you enjoy this video, follow for more just like it.